Hi, it's a Monday evening. It's March 31st. This whole month has been a struggle. The first 2 weeks or so were really good sales wise in my eBay shop, and then things kind of took a nosedive for a few days. It seems like they started to get back on track again. So this weekend I had 2 or 3 pretty good sales days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then today's Monday is we really took another nosedive again. So we're going to end up with about $35 or $40 in sales today compared to 270 yesterday. So not great, but the good news is we did reach our goal for March, which was to earn at least as much this March as we did last year in 2024. So last March was the third most profitable month. I'm looking at my spreadsheet here. Last March, we brought in $2,851. Then, of course, November and December were the two most profitable months. The third quarter, Christmas season, we were a little bit better than that. Both of those months were, well, around 4,000 and then 4,600. So pretty good for November and December. But March, like I said, 28,051. So far in January and February, we vastly exceeded last year's profits. So January especially, we were about 2.5 times the profits this year as we were last January. And then February, not quite double, but close to double. So I was hoping to continue that trend and do better this March than we did last March, but that didn't happen. We just hit the same amount, a little bit more, about $500 more. By the time we pay for tonight's labels, it's probably going to be about $490, something like that, over what we made last year. So we're going to be looking at about $3,300 for the month of March. That's profits. That doesn't include cost of goods, shipping labels, eBay fees, all that stuff. So I have a good feeling about it for the rest of the year. I'm shooting for a goal of $50,000 this year, and I suspect we're not going to quite get there, but we're going to be maybe close. So right now we just have these 2 orders. That's what came in today. They're going to add up to about, I don't know, maybe just under $40 by the time we're done. So today's sales are going to be around, probably, I'm going to guess $39. We'll pick them right now, pull them from the inventory and get them all packed up, and then we'll print shipping labels, and we'll see exactly how much money we're going to make on each of these items. And that will let us know, basically, unless we have any returns, how much money we made for the exact amount of money we made for the whole month. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get those 2 orders packed and ready to go out with a USPS tomorrow. Okay, we're back and we're ready to pack. Let's get our eBay app up, and we'll see where these 2 items are located. I know one of them is drumheads. I'm having a hard time. Oh no, I do remember what the other one was. This is a good sale. Okay, LR6C. I mean, it's not a great sale as far as profit wise, but it. I just got this thing. I just took photos of this thing. It's a little Tweety Bird Easter basket. Took photos of it last night. Let's turn some lights on here. I took photos of this last night, and I was thinking, because it's an Easter item, we probably should get it listed ASAP, because it's the end of March now. We're about heading into April, and I don't know exactly when Easter is. Is it maybe April 20th? Emperor. I make sure these are the right ones. Remo Emperor coated 12-inch. Yeah, these are the right ones. So we're heading into Easter. I believe it's April 20th. So I wanted to get this listed as soon as possible to try my best to get a sale on it. So I took the photos of it last night, and on my lunch break today, I went and sat in my car, and I was going to try to go through some listings on my phone I had these drafts that had photos already ready to go. They just needed to be published, and I was going to go and do that on my lunch break. So I got a few things. Let's see what I did. I did a few things like what do you call it? Where I ended and relisted them, trying to get a little bit of action on some items that haven't sold, that I've had in my shop that haven't sold for a long time. And then I only got one new listing done, which was this Tweety Bird basket. So I did it on my lunch break. Just as I was walking back into the building, I got a notification that this basket had sold. So less than probably 10 minutes from the time I listed it until the time it sold. So probably not necessarily my fastest sale ever. I think I had some kind of Wii Sports, like Wii Resort or something like that. Anyway, it was some Nintendo Wii game that sold, I think, within 3 minutes of me posting it. That's probably the fastest one I've ever had, but this one's got to be pretty close. I'm not sure if eBay even shows you that information, the exact listing time in advance, exact sales time, but they might. We could check that out in a second here. But I've got these drum heads. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably seen some drum heads. I have tons of these that I got for free, and they've been selling pretty well for me. I still have a lot more. I got to get some listed. I brought in a big stack. Maybe you saw when I was in the living room, there's a big stack in there that I brought in from the garage and set them there where I'm planning to start listing them. But these ones sold for $19.79. So this would have been a sale price. All my sales are going off today. I put a lot of sales in my shop. I think there's like still 2 currently running. 2 sales right now. Trying to just get some action because, like I said, my shop was languishing without any sales for a little while. Or not, I mean, there was only 2 days where I had no sales at all, which, I mean, even that was unheard of, but certainly slow sales. So I put these sales events on that they did seem to work. I'll do a little bit more analysis of those sales after they come to a close tonight at midnight. I was trying to do a little experiment with hats last month to see. I put a 25% off sale on all hats. And then that was for 2 weeks. And then for the next 2 weeks, I put a 25% off hats coupon, trying to see if buyers are more attracted to a sales event or to a coupon. And it seems like the sales event won. I think I brought in like maybe $136 in sales from that 25% off sale on hats. And then when I did the coupon, I think I only had one sale and it was maybe $19 or $20. So for now, unless I could think of a good reason to run coupons, I'm probably going to be doing sales instead. I may do this experiment again on a larger scale. Like that was only hats in my shop. Maybe I'll do it for all categories and see which one wins. But my scant amount of evidence that I have now, that data points towards sales events being more popular than coupons. Okay, this is drum heads. And this box is going to be 17 by 17 by 2. Find out how much it weighs. They're deceptively heavy. I mean, it feels light, it looks light, but this weighs over a pound. 1.3 pounds. And the buyer's initials, I probably could just go straight to the, I probably could just buy these straight from the app. Since I only have 2, there's like very unlikely that I would mix up those two labels. But I'm gonna just stick to my plan for now, my normal operation. I'm gonna cover these. This is probably not necessary, but I'm gonna cover these two little holes here. Slits. Okay, so this one's done. So this is going to be a very short video tonight. I hope you're I hope that's to your liking. I have been publishing a lot of pretty long ones recently. This basket actually has some residue from candy or something, I think. A little bit of red something. I don't know what that is. No, I think it's fine. That looked like it cleared it out. Now, what size box is that going to need? I think... Okay, this is probably going to be too small, but let's just confirm. This handle goes down inside. That will fit in there. We're going to do it. We're going to do that. Okay, I have some clear... These are clear trash bags. I usually use these for stuffed animals. They're relatively small. I don't know how many gallons. I use them for stuffed animals and hats and other things that could get damaged by moisture. So I will tape this closed if I can. Best I can. Yeah, that'll do it. And then this is going in this box. I don't think it's gonna get any damage in shipping. So this is gonna be super easy package. Okay, we're all done, really. I think this will be 9 by 9 by 9, 9x, and how much does it weigh? 14 ounces, so less than a pound. I'm happy with that. This will go to a buyer named, well, with the initials LL. I got this little Tweety bird at local thrift store, the local kind of independent store. It was only $4. It's not a huge sale. I sold it for $26. I just based that on a few other sales, you know, recently sold items. And I only saw 2 or 3 that sold, and I think the most expensive one was $25.99, so I put that exact same price. Seeing how fast it sold, maybe I could have asked for a little more, and maybe we would have gotten some more money, but for now, we're happy to get $26 on that, plus shipping. Okay, let's go to eBay, and we'll quickly get these labels purchased, and printed and printed out and stuck to the boxes. Okay, 1 pound, 3 ounces on these drum heads. So I put in here, I supposed the size of the boxes, and I put 13 by 13 by 2. So I must have some 13 by 13 size boxes around here somewhere, which would be more appropriate for these 12-inch drum heads, but I can't find them. So either I never bought them or I lost them. Okay, $8.98 shipping. This is going all the way to Florida. This might be a repeat buyer. That name looks familiar. Okay, go all the way to the bottom of March, and we'll put this number in the column here. So total net profit on those drum heads, $29.77. So Tweety was only 14 ounces, 0.14, 9 by 9 by 9, and $6.57 to ship. This is going to Portland, Oregon. So somebody told me that something tells me that Easter is the 20th, but another part of me is thinking it's the 5th. So if it's the 5th, I need to get this shipped ASAP because they don't have a lot of time until Easter. So I paid $4 for that. It was listed for literally moments, and it sold after everything The profit I earned on it was $17.49. So today's profits right now, it's 9 o'clock Monday night. We still have until 2 a.m. Anything we sell will be added onto this month's profits. It was only $34.94. So still, that leaves us with $3,343.57 total profits for the whole year. That is basically the same amount that I made in February and January, maybe $30 less.